Hey guys, it's Dr. Jocelyn, and today we're talking about estrogen and the placement of fat cells in the human female body. So it's actually been shown that estrogen does play a role. Our bodies have visceral, adipose, or fat tissue, and we also have what's called subcutaneous adipose tissue. Visceral adipose tissue actually contains more estrogen receptors on the cells, and subcutaneous adipose tissue actually contains more receptors for different types of hormones like androgen receptors and progesterone receptors. So after menopause, we know that the female body starts to make less estrogen. And this can result in an accumulation of visceral adipose tissue or more visceral fat. Another thing is that estrogen can also bind to receptors, cognate receptors in the brain, in the hypothalamus. And it's been shown in preclinical models that when estrogen is pumped to the brain in small injections, it's been shown that there's less food intake. So estrogen doesn't only play a role in how fat cells are distributed, visceral adipose tissue versus subcutaneous adipose tissue, but estrogen also plays a role in food intake. So when there's less estrogen being produced, there's more visceral adipose tissue. When there's more estrogen binding in the brain, there's less food intake. And there's less signaling of orexigenic proteins. So orexigenic proteins are the mobilizers in our body that signals appetite, that signals we need to eat. And when estrogen binds in the brain, when there's more of that binding, there's less of that ignite of these orexigenic or appetite proteins. Now, when you think about it, it kind of makes sense in that when you get older, there's less estrogen, there's more visceral adipose tissue. Because think about it, when you're younger, you can get around, you can move around, you can get food, you can move and get what you need to fuel your body, right? For energy expenditure. But think about it, when you get older and metabolism starts to slow down, you're not able to expend energy to get to where you need to go, it makes sense that your body would kind of hold on to more fat on your body as an energy source, a long-term energy source that your body can use as fuel, right? When you're older, because you can't really get around as much. So this is just a really great way to show that estrogen does play a role in how our body composition controls fat, right? Not even just fat, but also food intake, how estrogen or this gonadal hormone plays a role in diet and food intake as well. So I just want to thank you for your question. Listen, when you ask a question, you're being a scientist, right? It starts with a question. So please drop your questions. We're all scientists here. So I want to empower the scientists in you. Okay, I'll see you in the next video and have a great night. Bye, guys.